Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Antoinette, and we are doing another full day of eating at 22, almost 22 weeks pregnant. Like I said in the last video, I've been eating about 80–90% clean throughout the week, but then that 10 to 20% I let myself allow to enjoy cravings. So I just want to start off by saying not every day is perfect. Yes, I'm still dealing with nausea to this day, so there's some days where I literally cannot hold down healthy foods, and my baby loves ice cream and loves bread and loves all types of carbs. There's days where that's the only thing that I can literally hold down. Majority of the time, I do feel okay enough to eat my fruits, my vegetables, my lean proteins, keep my water down, things like that. And today is one of those days. So we already ate a nice healthy breakfast, and now we're going to get into lunch before we head to the gym. And you guys know I love bringing you guys to the gym with me, so we are going to do an upper body day. But even so, not every day is super healthy, not every day is clean, and that is just the reality of pregnancy. I'm not going to sugarcoat and say that I've been eating all my protein, because that is just not realistic. Like I said, yes, 80–90% of the time I am eating healthy choices, but then that 20%, like this past Monday, I was feeling Olive Garden, so I decided to get that. I also had ice cream yesterday, because that's what baby was craving. So I gave into those cravings, but I'm not going to put myself down. As long as majority of the week I am making healthy choices, that is all that matters. So I do want this video to be as realistic as possible. We're going to do a little bit of meal prepping today. Again, we're going to head to the gym. And honestly, I'm feeling really good today. So that is a plus. I am so excited to take you guys along another full day of eating. Let's not do too much talking. Let's hop into lunch. This looks so freaking good. I've been craving turkey wraps, and I just added some cucumbers on the side to get some extra vegetables in my diet, but this looks honestly amazing. I just have lean ground turkey. This is 93.7. I have some shredded cheese, avocados for some healthy fat, a tad bit of salsa, and a tad bit of sour cream. Like I said, today is going to be as realistic as possible, so I didn't get like the low fat sour cream or, you know, the healthier alternative. Really not going to affect me that much. And overall, like, I need the calories, so I'm not really worried about calories. This is not going to hurt me that much, but I know the girlies love Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt in replacement of sour cream. Please let me know in the comments down below if you tried it and if you like it or not. Sometimes I will eat two, because I do have a bigger appetite at times. So there are some days where I will eat two of these, but today I'm not super hungry, so I'm just going to eat one of these wraps. getting into a juicy upper body workout. I really did enjoy this workout today, so I'm excited to share what I did. But I did start off with chest. I'm always starting off with a chest movement, and I started off with a incline bench press. Since I am 22 weeks pregnant, there are times where I don't feel comfortable laying on my back. An alternative you can do is an incline bench, so we could get the same movement in without having to lay on our back. I didn't really feel too strong today, so I only did 10s on each side. This is altogether 65 pounds, and I did 4 sets of 10, supersetting each set with a lat pull down machine, which you guys will see next. But as you can see, I am tucking in my core and I am making sure I am breathing with each rep, making sure during every rep that I am nice, stable, and steady. I love a good lat pull down machine, so of course we can target that back and get those back gains for the summer. As you see, just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean that anything changes. I'm still going slow and controlled. I'm still having mind to muscle connection. Nothing has changed just because I'm pregnant. Everyone that's into weight training, especially if you are pregnant, needs to take their time, okay? You do not want to rush through the work. Take your time with each set, each rep. Really control your breathing, really working on your core stabilization, and you will see a huge difference with your results. I haven't did a barbell pendlay row in so long. Now these are similar to a regular barbell row, but the difference is I'm starting from the ground and touching the barbell to the ground each rep. This also involves hinging at the hips, and this can be more beneficial than a normal barbell row because we are actually practicing resetting each set. So as you can see, my lats are activated with each and every rep. This helps control my breathing. This helps me focus more on engagement. So I do recommend adding in a pendlay row. Now these can be challenging and I haven't did them in a while, so I only did 65 pounds, but this is definitely a killer back movement. Last little bit of the workout, I'm going to be working on some deep core movements. Hugging the baby and engaging your core is so important. You guys see that my belly is starting to grow, but I'm still hugging the baby, as in I'm tucking in my core with each rep, and I'm engaging as if I'm going to bear down. That is how we prevent diastasis recti to occur. This helps prevent abdominal separation after giving birth. So yes, you can be doing deep core movements, but if you're not engaging the core and hugging the baby correctly, then these problems can still occur. I did a set of push-ups on my knees rather than doing it as a normal push-up, so that way I can prevent coning from occurring. And then I am getting into a reverse plank and then overhead standing marches. I do have, I think it was about a 15 to 20 pound weighted ball right above my head. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't feel this in my lower abs. I only feel them in my legs. Again, if you are not tucking in your core and actually engaging your core, then you are not going to feel it in your midsection. So make sure you do that. Making sure that you're breathing with every rep and going slow and control. We're not rushing through the movement. We're really taking our time with each rep, and that is how you get the most out of this exercise. Last but not least, we're doing some bird dogs on our hands and knees. As you can see, I am tucking my core again. I am hugging the baby so that way my core is nice and stabilized. I'm extending my left hand and my right leg straight outwards and then doing a little crunch, a little tap to the knee. I did about 10 reps on each side. To make the workout a little bit more challenging, you can use a dumbbell, holding it in one hand at a time. But that completes my upper body and core workout. So we are going to be making some carrot juice. I have a little bit of pineapple left that I'm going to use to sweeten it up a bit. And I also have some oranges as well. I'm not going to be making a whole bunch, but I want to make at least maybe like 3 to 4 drinks. Let's use 5 of these oranges. I'm gonna use about 3 of these lemons. I'm gonna be using a little bit of ginger to give it that spice. A big bag of carrots that we're going to use. We need to make sure that we wash these off, so I'm going to peel them first. And then I like to wash it off with apple cider vinegar along with some baking soda. Those are the best ingredients to really get your fruits and vegetables washed off. Everything else I really don't need to wash off, so I'm just gonna wash off some of these carrots. Okay, so here are the carrots. This is what it looks like after it's peeled, but before washed off. They look very, very fresh. But I like to use just a little bit of apple cider vinegar and some baking soda. These two together goes great with washing off your fruits and vegetables. Honestly, I'm lazy and I don't measure out how much I use. I kind of just pour a little bit over the carrots. Honestly, you can probably put in like 1/4 tablespoon. I think that should be enough. And like a spoon filled with the baking soda. I think that should be enough. I'm gonna let this soak for about 10 minutes and I'm going to start cutting up the rest of my fruits. This is what the carrots look like after it's washed off. They look beautiful. They look so much better after you peel them off and you wash it. It looks so fresh. It's so important to wash off your fruits and vegetables because we don't want any bacteria in our drinks. Here's the amount of carrot juice that I got. This may be about 2 to 3 servings. It's not that much. I didn't want to make too much juice, so I just got a little bit of juice for the week. Now the recipe that I usually make with my carrot juice, I always use apples, but apples are still something that I can't hold down for some reason. So I had to substitute the apples for the pineapples. You guys know if you are into juicing that pineapple does not make a lot of juice at all. So I only added in a little bit of pineapple just to get like a little bit of that pineapple sweet, bitter taste into the juice. But if you want to make more, I would say add in more carrots and add in about 5 apples. And literally it tastes so good. You guys know that I am not a pre-workout girl. I am not an energy drink girl. Sometimes I will have an energy drink out of the blue. Why waste your money on pre-workouts when you have a natural pre-workout right here, honestly? So this is my pre-workout all 2025. Before we get into the last meal of the day, I do want to go over 3 tips that has helped me stay in the best shape as possible during pregnancy. And I think these tips will help you guys as well when it comes to health. And it really has been helping me stay on top of my game, stay on track, and just choose the healthiest options for my body. The first one is to always have a protein with every meal. I make it a non-negotiable that I have a protein source with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this morning for my breakfast, I did decide to pair it with a couple boiled eggs and a piece of turkey bacon to get the extra protein source. For lunch, I had some ground turkey, which is a great protein source as well. But I always make sure that I have some protein source just because protein makes you full, it makes you satisfied, and it helps curb those cravings that you may have, because most of the time when we are craving something, that means that our body is depleted of some type of nutrient. So since protein makes you stay full, it makes you stay satisfied, most of the time you just need a little bit more protein in your diet. I always advise to have a full balanced diet. That means you're eating lots of protein, whole grains and vegetables, and healthy fats as well. I'm never the type to cut out a certain food group. I like to stay as balanced as possible. That helps make me stay satisfied throughout the day. It makes me stay full, and I'm also getting the appropriate nutrients that I need for my body. Protein sources, that can be literally anything. Again, you can have boiled eggs, salmon, shrimp, ground beef, ground turkey, grilled chicken. There's so many different protein sources that you can have. So whether that's in a snack or with a meal, as long as you are getting an appropriate amount of protein for each meal, then that's all that matters. The next tip is to eat more fiber to help with digestion along with constipation. As we all know, having enough fiber in our diet promotes regular bowel movements. So you can find fiber in lots of fruits and different vegetables. That's why I'm always so big on eating a fruit and vegetable every day. I literally love fruits. There are phases when I don't eat enough vegetables as I should. So I do make it a priority that I eat at least 2 to 3 servings of vegetables a day. Constipation is a very normal side effect in pregnancy, and we need to promote healthy bowel movements. We need to make sure that our bowels are moving, that we are having bowel movements every day, that we're not straining so much. So as long as you're getting enough water intake in, along with eating fruits and vegetables, those two hand in hand is going to help your digestion and have regular bowel movements. And you can also eat fruits and vegetables, has a high amount of water in it as well. Like I said in my last couple of videos, if you guys didn't watch already, water is the problem. When I drink water with meals, that is when my nausea kicks in the most. That's when I throw up. I have to drink my water first thing in the morning, drink a whole 2 liters before I even start the day. So that way I don't have to worry about drinking water throughout the day and like throwing up and all of that. But I do notice that throughout the day, I get so thirsty, literally so thirsty. So what I do is I eat foods that are high in water content, like pineapples, watermelon, grapes, cucumbers, peaches, things like that. Those type of fruits and vegetables are mostly made out of water. That makes me feel not so dehydrated. So that is another tip as well. To just stay hydrated as well is always making sure you're eating enough fruits and vegetables in your diet and choosing sources that already have a high amount of water in it. Now, the last one, which is so important, is just stop having the mindset of just because I'm pregnant, I can eat whatever I want. I see that like so much because I'm in like so many pregnancy Facebook groups, and there's a lot of people that say, I'm pregnant, I can just eat whatever I want. Well, yes, of course you can eat whatever you want if that's what you choose to do, but it's not the best idea. And I feel like that kind of puts us in a place where we're promoting unhealthy habits. Yes, I understand to a certain extent you are eating not only for yourself, but you're trying to nourish a human being inside of you. But that doesn't mean that you should be just literally eating whatever you want, eating things that are not the healthiest for you. That's how gestational diabetes occurs. That's how we get high blood pressure. That's how we put on excessive amount of weight in pregnancy. These are the things that we want to avoid. And having that mindset that just because you're pregnant, you can eat whatever you want, may end up having some health problems. So instead of having that mindset, change your mindset to, I'm going to nourish my body with healthy foods because I care about my own health along with the health of the child I am carrying. Always keep that mindset because you will see a huge difference with not just the health of yourself, but the health of your child, along with decreasing the risk of having side effects that may happen when you are not taking your health seriously during pregnancy. So yes, you can enjoy ice cream, you can enjoy cookies, you can enjoy Olive Garden or whatever your favorite meal is. I'm not saying that you can't have things in moderation, but please, just because you're pregnant does not mean that you can eat whatever you want. And if you decide to, that's totally up to you. But I'm sure you're watching this video because you want to choose healthy options and you're trying to look for the best foods to eat to nourish yourself and your child, right? So we're not having that mindset that we're eating for two, we're eating whatever we want. We are having the mindset that we are going to nourish our body, take care of ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for the child that we are carrying. Full day of eating completed. We did pretty good today. When it comes to my diet, I really don't have that many bad cravings. There's sometimes, like I said, where I'll have some ice cream or maybe I'm craving some Texas Roadhouse. Luckily, I am craving healthy foods, which I am so blessed. But I do believe since I already had a healthy and balanced diet before conceiving, I kind of just already have those habits. It's easier for me to meal prep. It's easier for me to eat a healthy breakfast. I already have that experience. So it is a little bit easier for me to stay on track. So I don't want you guys to like feel overwhelmed or feel like your diet has to be perfect, because by no means do you have to strive to be perfect every single day. But as long as you are making an effort to eat a protein for every meal, making an effort to eat vegetables 2 to 3 times a day, then that's all that matters. And that's what's going to keep you in the best shape as possible during your pregnancy journey. And again, it's okay to give into craving, okay to crave sweets or crave ice cream, but as long as we're eating in moderation, that's all that matters. Moderation is key. We want to make sure that we are eating sweets and fats and things like that to a minimum, and making sure that we're adding in our healthy proteins, our fruits, our vegetables, our whole grains, our healthy fats, all of the good stuff. But that's it for the video. If you guys love this video, make sure you comment down below and give this video a big thumbs up. All my social links are down below as well. My link to my website is on there as well. So if you're interested in one-on-one strength and fat loss coaching, or you need some nutritional guidance, then I may be the perfect coach for you. So make sure you check that out. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.